There has been so much negativity in the Axie community lately, with the crypto market taking a hit and SLP prices dropping as always. But if you're not into Axie, or if you're looking to get back into Axie, now might be the best time. With Origin right around the corner, you'll want to get it now before Origin releases. Today, I'm covering what I believe to be the most overlooked strategy for building Axie teams that have synergy and value moving into Origin. Of course, disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. Take responsibility for your own actions and do your own research. And as a special thanks for watching until the end, make sure you download a copy of the Axie Origin Google Sheet I made, which breaks down and organizes all these changes so you don't have to. And all I ask for in return is a small token of your appreciation. Please like this video to help me make more content like this. And on February 11th, Axie Infinity and Sky Mavis announced exciting new changes. New cards for every Axie out there, as well as the addition of cards for eyes and ear body parts. This will create unique and surprising Axie Infinity team compositions. And that may seem like a lot to unpack, but if we already think about how Axie Infinity treats synergy within the game, for example, the Nutcracker move for Beast, we see here that Nutcracker has an additional 120% damage when combined with another Nutcracker card in Battles V2. So we know that there's a Nutcracker in the ear as well. Is that going to add additional damage? And on March 1st, we got confirmation. Axie Infinity gave us a tail card leak. And if we go down to Beast, let's go ahead and look at the Beast card to see if we have anything here. Nutcracker. All Nutcracker cards of this Axie gain 6 damage in the battle, which leads you to believe that they're going to add additional damage for the Nutcracker ear, tail, as well as the mouth. And if that's truly the case where you get synergy among Nutcracker moves and each one adds additional damage, it might be a good idea to get an Axie that has all 3 Nutcracker moves, eyes, tail, and mouth. So let's look in the market to see, well, what are they currently priced at, right? So I pulled up an Axie's Nutcracker in all 3 parts, and it's 37 bucks. The floor price is around $30. So I think the market is completely sleeping on the synergy of this potential Axie in Origin. So this is one example where you could go into the market, buy a triple Nutcracker Beast for Origin, and probably get a great deal on it. All right, so are there any other Axies that might have synergy like this? And I've been thinking about this. There are a lot of common body parts among the eyes, ears, and other body parts, right? So let's think about how we can determine what these moves are. So Freak has a great Freaks tools if you go to his GitHub. I'll post that down in the description below. But here we can go ahead and sort by part, and we can scroll down and look for duplications. So we already know Anemone. Those are body parts that we already are aware of that do have synergy. And if we keep scrolling down, we're gonna look and find anything that has some similar names, right? We're expecting that if it has a similar name, there might be a potential synergistic effect. So as we keep scrolling down, we find here's one for leaf bug. So let's go to the market and see, okay, here's a double leaf bug plant. We know that oftentimes plants like to use leaf bug because it boosts the plant's ability. And here we find a double leaf bug plant, and it's sitting around $42. So at the floor price of $30, there could be potential. If we think that the other moves on this are going to be synergistic with this double leaf bug plant, it might be a great value for Origin. All right, so let's look for other examples of this. Here's another one with Little Owl. So Little Owl, eyes and mouth. All right, so here's a bird that has Little Owl for eyes and mouth. Oftentimes for birds, we like to do pure birds to keep them fast. We don't know how that's gonna work out in Origin, but here we have a pure bird with Little Owl, eyes and mouth, and it's around $34. So as long as the Eggshell, Kingfisher, and Last One are going to be good moves in Origin, this might be a high value Axie in the future if the Little Owl, eyes and mouth end up having synergistic effects. This is all speculation. I'm not sure if it will, but that's something I'm kind of thinking about. Okay, so what are other examples of this? Well, we also have Nemo. So Nemo has ears and tail. So that one is around $28 floor price. And next we have Peacemaker. You'll find Peacemaker is both in the ears and in the mouth. And then another one we have is Puppy, and actually Puppy is quite expensive. And I think this might be because Jiho posted, show me all your Puppy Axies. And I'm wondering if a bunch of people went out to buy Puppy Axies in anticipation of it going up in value in the future, or if maybe this is just a rare trade, I'm not sure. So eyes and ears for puppies, I'm curious if that's gonna do something in the future. That's a beast move, so maybe we'll find a pure beast with puppy eyes and ears, might have some effect in the future, who knows? And lastly, we have Kataro, right? So Kataro question mark is a bug move, and then Kataro by itself is a reptile move. So I'm not sure if this will have synergy because it has the same name, or if because they're different species, if there's no synergy there, but that's another one we can kind of speculate on. So as you see, this might be one example find Axies that might have synergy in the future. Of course, this is all speculation, mostly, except for Nutcracker, which is confirmed. Anything else, though, I'm curious if there's actually going to be synergy among moves that have similar names. And as promised, here's the Google Sheet where I break down all the different moves that they've listed so far with their raw card damage adjusted for how much energy it costs, and then some of the effects that we've already been shown so far. There's a lot of different effects, so I went ahead and made another tab for it. You'll see here's the actual card class effect, and then here's the text effect that's listed down below. So there's a lot of stuff that we're not sure about. So Taunt is a new text effect. We have Stealth, Burns, Hex, Weak. There's going to be a lot to learn with the upcoming Origins. So I hope that you find value out of this Excel sheet. I went ahead and damage adjusted each card because some cards cost 2 energy. And only the tail and the back cards have been posted so far. And of those cards, Post-Fight has the highest damage at 100, followed by Risky Beast around 90. Where are you, Risky Beast? Yeah, around 90. And then Turn Up is at 85 after you consider the actual back effect. Where can we find it? If you go to this other tab on the back, we can see that Turn Up adds an additional 25 damage to it after your opponent summons a unit. So you can see we updated that raw damage of 60 up to 85 because of that additional 25 on the damage card. So please keep in mind this Excel sheet is adjusted. It's not perfect. I've had to make some damage adjustments based on what the cards show. If you ever want to see what the actual card shows, go to these tabs down here. It lists the actual raw image of what the card is. I've tried to interpret how this works on this Excel sheet. It's definitely not perfect. And then of course on the last tab we have effects, so you can take a look at that. I plan to add, every time they add the new body part sets in here, I'm gonna update this Excel sheet. So I hope this is a useful resource for you. So drop down in the comments below, what are you doing to prepare for Origin? What do you think are gonna be the body parts that have the best synergy and best value as we move forward? Once again, thanks so much for tuning in to Allan Ryan. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to download the Excel sheet. If you find that useful to you, go for it, and I'll see you next week.